There's something fresh about telling people you're not any good. Only teach what you have personally experienced that has changed your life. One thing communicated well in 5 minutes is better than trying to do 3 things in 30 minutes.
You got to just press record. I really would love, John, if you spoke to people that could get discouraged, though, comparing themselves to other creators, other leaders, other communicators. Public speaking is one of the top fears. And somebody listens to somebody that's further on their career, they see them on stage, and right now they're seeing them online. Somebody that's honed their skills for maybe years or even decades, but now they're thinking about starting. So I'm starting a new business. I want to start my speaking career. I want to start a YouTube channel. But man, I'm looking around and what do I have to say? And they're discouraged about where they are. Maybe they can't even see the strengths they have. What would you say to those that are feeling that way?
Well, I really value that question, Sean, because it's very intimidating. It's the exposure of greatness as far as TED Talks and all that stuff today. A person started out, they're just intimidated. You know, it used to be that people didn't know. So wherever you were, whatever it was okay. But today, they're judging you and valuing you by all those stuff. And so I say 3 things to people that are getting ready to communicate. Number 1 is be brief. You're not good to talk. You're not good enough for a 30-minute talk. You know what I mean? Some of you would be lucky to do 3 minutes, but you got to be brief. You got to be, hey, one thing communicated well in 5 minutes is better than trying to do 3 things in 30 minutes that are not going to be. So be brief. The second thing is only teach what you have personally experienced that has changed your life. The miracle of transformation doesn't come through what I know. It comes through what I've experienced. Again, I'm a person of faith. A witness is a person that experienced God's life-changing grace in their life. I'm a witness to it. I stand up. It happened to me. If it didn't happen to me, I shouldn't be talking about what it's going to do for you. That's a credibility gap that we have in communication. If it didn't change me, why am I talking to you about having to change you? It has to come through me to go to you. It can't come from me to you. If it comes from me, I may be passing out information to you. If it comes through me, I'm passing out transformation to you. There's a world of difference between those 2 things. And the third thing is everything you teach, make sure that it's simple enough that people can apply it to their life. Don't make them leave you frustrated. So many times I hear people, and they've talked about something that maybe was even interesting, but I can't do anything about it. There's nothing, there's no take home for me. There's no application for me. It's, my expression is put the cookies on the lower shelf so everybody can have some. I want everybody to have a cookie. And I want everybody to say, yeah, I can do something with that. Okay, that works for me. If you could do those 3 things and just be yourself, just be yourself. In fact, I tell people when they start communicating, they need to get up and say, now let me explain something to you. I'm really new at this. And I'm probably not really good. So let me do it. I'm going to be very brief. I'm going to talk to you about one thing that I think will help you. And if it helped you at the end, just raise your hand and tell me it helped you. Because if it didn't help you, I probably won't do this anymore. There's something fresh about telling people you're not any good. Because 1, when they hear you, they're going to know that you're not any good. When the audience knows you're not any good, but you haven't admitted you're not any good, you've created a gap between your people. It happens all the time. I watch it. So just go in and say, in fact, I'd like you to help me. I'm going to do a 5-minute talk on this. I've never done this before. Would you do me a favor? Would you write down anything that I'm doing that could, if I could just change, could you give me any kind of improvement, maybe that would make me do better? Could help me out. The moment you ask people to help you, they become an ally. The moment you ask people to listen to you, they're on the outside. You got to figure, do you want them on the inside? Do you want them on the outside? If you'll do those few things, in a world that now has exposure again to TED Talks and all the good stuff, it'll allow you to get started on a ground that you're at least comfortable enough that you can practice it enough to hopefully improve.
If you got value today, share, like, rate, review, leave a comment if you're on YouTube, and let us know, what did you like best from my conversation with the legend, John Maxwell? And I can't wait to connect with you in a future episode. Until then, my name is Sean Cannell, your guide to building a profitable YouTube channel. And this is the Think Media Podcast. We'll talk soon.